Hello everybody, this is week 3 of Countdown to Infinity War.
Countdown to Infinity Wars. Countdown to Infinity Wars. Yeah.
Hello everybody and welcome to Countdown to Infinity War, where I watch all 17 movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe leading up to the release of Avengers Infinity War, coming to the UK cinemas at the end of April. Last week was the turn of the Incredible Hulk, and this week it is Iron Man 2. Now, Iron Man 2 is not the best Marvel movie by any stretch of the imagination. However, we got the War Machine, we got the Black Widow, we got more Nick Fury, we got more Coulson, and also we got Tony Stark peeing in his Iron Man suit. But the point of these videos is not to review the films that we're watching. Instead, what we're looking at, as well as getting excited about what's happening, what's coming up, the exciting Infinity War, what we're looking at is the timeline of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and actually trying to work out, does it really work? Does it actually make sense? To do that, we have to zoom across to the Marvel Cinematic Universe timeline. Okay, so this is how the timeline looks at the moment, based on the first 3 films, and here we have Iron Man 2. Now, unlike the first Iron Man movie and the Incredible Hulk movie, this movie didn't really have any specific dates to go by, actually any hardcore actual dates. But one of the things, and I'm going to hold it to Marvel, is that obviously they visited the Monaco Grand Prix. So I did a wee bit of Googling, and Monaco Grand Prix in 2009 took place on the 24th of May. So Marvel, I'm holding you to that. 24th of May 2009. So around that, everything else just kind of builds there, because obviously we have the start of the Stark Expo, so that must have been around about mid-May, or maybe a week or so before going to Monaco, and then everything else kind of happens a couple of weeks after Monaco. Yeah, so we're talking about sort of June 2009. Pretty much the whole meat of the movie kind of takes place over the course of 22 days. We see this because the day after the beginning of the Stark Expo, Tony Stark's looking at a computer which says that there's 365 days left of the Stark Expo, which obviously must run for a year. And at the point where he's about to fight Whiplash, it said 343 days left, I think it said, which means that the whole thing, everything from the start of the Stark Expo at the beginning of the movie right through to the showdown takes place over 22 days. The end of the movie, as well as in, I'm saying roughly about June 2009, Coulson's called away to New Mexico, and it is the discovery of Mjolnir. And that obviously as well puts a wee bit of a date on the creation of the Whiplash suit, because it says, once you see the sort of montage of the guy creating the Whiplash suit, and then it says 6 months later. So if the start of the Stark Expo is in mid-May, that puts the creation of the Whiplash suit around about 2008, in November 2008. So this whole thing's taking place actually about a year after the events of Iron Man. A few other things just to go over. If we just rewind right to here, we also get a few other dates, interesting dates that kind of come up. The City of the Future video is filmed around about September 1973. That was the video that Howard Stark communicates with his son Tony Stark regarding this new element, and Anton Vanko was worked on the ARC project 1963 to 1967. So that's everything so far. Still kind of working pretty linear, so I think it's all going right. So next we have Thor. Well, that's all from me. Next week we're going to be looking at week 4, Thor. Week. See you next week.